This might look like a Game Boy Advance, but it's not. This is actually the Anbernic RG34XX, and this is their Glacier White variant that Anbernic just released. I absolutely love this thing, but there are three things that make this handheld stand above the rest when it comes to retro handhelds. Oh, by the way, if you like tech and gaming like this, don't forget to subscribe. This is almost exactly identical to the original Game Boy Advance. It not only looks, but also feel. The D-pad feels exactly the same. The shoulder buttons are almost on point. Even the speaker placement and the dial for increasing and decreasing volume are right exactly like they were with the original. And this all oozes nostalgia. Speaking of buttons, there are extra buttons that are here that allow you to play games that are outside of the Game Boy Advance library. That means that you can play games all the way back to Atari and even some arcade titles, and you can play all the way up to PlayStation 1 and 64 and even some Dreamcast titles. This handheld has been modernized, which means that there's Wi-Fi built in, Bluetooth connectivity, a vibration motor. Heck, you can even install custom firmware if you want to on this thing to just add a custom flair to your experience. But finally, for me personally, there's a nostalgia factor that's in here. I played a ton of Game Boy Advance titles when I was a kid, and if you've ever played Game Boy Advance or owned one when you were growing up, this is a perfect handheld for you, or gifting it to someone that you want to experience that entire library with, and then some. Now, if you're interested in learning more about this handheld and what makes it so awesome, follow the link in the description below or in that pinned comment. I've got a video talking more in depth about what this thing can do. And if you like tech and gaming, don't forget to subscribe to follow for more.